plumberparts.co.uk. Honest reviews and advice. Holla and welcome to part 1 of this plumberparts.co.uk video. In part 1 today I'm going to show you how to fit a Bristan Artisan bar shower mixer. They're pretty common type, there's loads of other different makes of bar shower out there, but if you want to buy one of these, just click top link below. In the second video I'm going to show you how to actually fit the shower head and riser rail nice and straight and neatly so it looks absolutely amazing. So let's get going and have a wicked time. So first things first, looking actually at the bar mixer itself, you've got your temperature control at this end. These are thermostatic shower mixers, so what they have is a probe on the inside that actually mixes the water automatically for you according to the temperature that you want on the adjustment. The good thing about this particular make of shower is if the thermostatic control goes wrong, you can take this end off, whip out the thermostatic control and put a new one in, and Bristan are usually really good about sending new ones out. Looking at the bar mixer itself, you've got to take into account that you've actually got a cold and a hot coming into it, so make sure you get them the right way around. Fortunately, we've already had our pipes come through. So they're roughly about the same width away. This particular shower has 1500 centres. They're all pretty much the same, and most bar shower mixers have 1500 centres, but always check. So before we start, we've got to turn the hot and the cold off to the system, drain it all down and make sure it's all turned off. Next, just take 5 minutes to study the instructions and find out how these actually work. These are special wall brackets for this particular type of valve. As I said, most other manufacturers do use this method as well, so it could help you out. Basically, it is a wall plate that is also an integral compression fitting that will create a watertight seal. What happens is your pipe sticks out of the wall, goes through this fitting here, then your two screws screw that to the wall. You usually want to cut your pipe off so it's about so far out, so about a centimetre sticking out. You have a olive that slips over that and goes in there. And then you have the other part of the compression fitting that you tighten up on there. You can see you've got some flats on there to tighten that up. Then the shower valve itself will actually connect to that part there and tighten up. So let's have a look at how we do it. Well, the first thing I always try to do is actually make sure that the pipes you've got have still got a bit of move and play in them. So if they're not exactly 1500 centres, you can wiggle them about so they are. Fortunately, these are already. Now the next thing I'd do is just measure your 1500 across and just mark that just above where the pipe comes out. Now you know exactly where your 1500s are. Next, push each one of these clamps on so they're fully home and against the wall. Next, put a small spirit level on, get each clamp on so it's level, and then mark the holes. Once you've got your holes marked, you can then drill the holes for the screws to go through that clamp and clamp the clamp up. We're lucky here because the tiling here has been actually put onto a nice bit of hard wood, so we can just go through the tile and then screw into the hardwood itself. You might not be so lucky, you might have a cavity wall, in which case you're going to need cavity plugs or something like that. Always before an installation like this, try to make sure that you know where the water pipes are so you don't drill into them. Right, what I'll usually do now is just get some silicone and fill that little hole up a bit, just in case you have any water go down there. It can't escape into the back cavity of the tiles and one day pull all the tiles off. Right, so now push up the actual clamp itself onto the pipe and then push that up to your holes and then screw your two screws in there to clamp it in place. Excellent bomb they are. And do that to the other side. Now I always find the best way to do this bit is to slide your olive on and slide your other half of the compression on and then tighten it up a little way. Get yourself a pencil and just mark as far down inside the pipe as you can, and that'd be where you cut the pipe off. Right, you wouldn't have to do this on copper because it's plastic pipe, you have to put the inserts in. So make sure you've got the taper end going in first, okay? So that'll push down on the olive. Screw it on just with your hands, and then I'd always recommend getting a big pair of grips. Use your grips to grab the wall clamp so you don't put undue strain on it. Just give it a few nips up, but not too tight. Do that to the other side, and afterwards we can put the decorative cover over the top. Get yourself your decorative cover, which has got a small thread just down the inside, and pop that round that. Now you'll find two washers with the small gauze on them. Get them out. They need to be inserted in each one of these inlets. Now we're ready to actually attach the whole shower bar valve to our 2 wall clamps. As you can see, they're well lined up, but these can take a little bit of time, so just give it your best shot. I always run one on slightly loose and the other one after that, because they do have trouble lining up, these do sometimes. There you go, once you've got it on and running, that's fully connected up. And then just lightly, because it's on rubber, just nip them up. Just like one turn like that. That should seal it nicely, and if it doesn't, you've still got plenty of travel on your adjustables to give them another nip up. Now that's all been successfully installed, get yourself your shower hose, make sure you don't lose the 2 washers that come with it, and then attach that to the bottom outlet. The bit with the rubber, okay, that's longer, is the bit that goes to the shower head, okay, because that bit will actually clamp into the shower head holder later on. So you just get your shower hose end, pop your rubber washer in there like that, undo the cap at the bottom, take the bottom cap off, and then screw that piece on. You only need to do this bit hand tight. Same with the new shower head, just take the cap off, pop your rubber washer in there, and then attach your shower head on like so. Beautiful! So there you go, that's how you actually fit a shower bar valve. Now all you have to do is turn the water back on and actually test for leaks. If you find you've got any leaks or anything like that, turn all the water back off, remove the bar shower valve, tighten up or seal the joints that you think are leaking. Make sure you've got no leaks. Lovely! I hope you found today's video helpful. I hope we've covered everything that you need to know about actually how to fit one of these bar showers. And as I said, if you want to buy one of the ones that we've actually fitted today, just click on the link below. I hope that you're going to come back. I hope you give us some love on Twitter, on Facebook. If you need any help or any questions, go to our channel and ask us. And as ever, visit our website, plumberparts.co.uk. I hope to see you in the next video where I'll actually be showing you how to actually hang the shower rail and do it all nice and straight and make it look amazingly sexy. I'll see you all later. Hold tight! plumberparts.co.uk. Honest reviews and advice.